Hello everyone, and welcome to this new Vectorworks Spotlight tutorial. Today, we are going to look at georeferencing in Vectorworks, and more specifically, how to import a georeferenced image into our document. To begin, I have opened a blank document. We will go to the File menu, then Document Settings, and finally, Georeferencing. A window opens, allowing us to enter the geographic coordinates of the site we want to retrieve. For the coordinate system, we are going to use an EPSG code, which provides a more precise projection than WGS84. You can look up the differences between these systems if you would like to explore the subject further, but that is not the focus of this tutorial. It is also possible to import a projection file directly. Next, we need to select the EPSG system that matches the geographic area of our project. For France, the RGF 93 Lambert system is a suitable choice. In the search field, you can simply type Lambert to find the appropriate RGF 93 system. Once it is selected, you can confirm your choice. We are now using a Lambert projection. I have already entered the geographic coordinates of the site I am interested in. You can also define the angle of true north. This option allows you to rotate the imported image in relation to north. We can now click OK. Vectorworks displays a transformation mode. Since my document does not contain any objects yet, we can skip this step and confirm. I will now select the Geolocated Images tool. Several options are available in the toolbar. In particular, we can choose the provider used to retrieve the image. Here, I have selected the ArcGIS service. Vectorworks has automatically downloaded the base map corresponding to the geographic coordinates entered in the document settings. These coordinates correspond to the center of the file's internal origin. Another option allows us to show or hide the background. When we change this setting, Vectorworks downloads the image again, so we simply need to wait a few moments.
I can now draw a rectangle or a free-form shape around the area I am interested in. Vectorworks then downloads the data at a higher resolution. The difference in image quality is clearly visible. Once the download is complete, I can deactivate the tool and return to the Selection tool. The geolocated image is now inserted into the document. By selecting the image, I can change the service being used to display a different type of base map. For example, I can choose a topographic map, or use OpenStreetMap to display a street map with road names. A wide range of services is available. In this example, we are using the imagery mode, which displays a satellite image directly from the ArcGIS portal. You can also select other services or even define a custom URL manually. We can also adjust the image resolution by increasing or decreasing it depending on our needs. I have now retrieved the image of the site I am interested in. Some of you may recognize the location, as there is a clue hidden in the image. We now have a georeferenced satellite image of the selected site. To go one step further, I am going to draw a rectangle around the required area. Thanks to the Topography Import plugin, I can also retrieve the terrain topography. I select the rectangle, then ask the plugin to retrieve the corresponding coordinates automatically. Next, I choose to place the elements in the Mesh class, and I reset the elevation so that z equals 0. We can now start the import. The import is complete. Let's take a look at the result. I will simply delete the selection rectangle located underneath the terrain. We can now see the exact topography corresponding to our base map. This allows us to understand the site's terrain accurately and position our elements directly on it. That is all for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time.